So Monday came, Monday went, and I didn't publish anything. Not because I forgot, because I was properly buried under the kind of client work that eats your whole week and then burps politely and asks, "What's for pudding?" And somewhere in the middle of all that, I clocked a feeling that I'd failed, which would have been fine. I mean, that's manageable. Failure is manageable. It's what happened next that really shook me. I started feeling like a failure for feeling like a failure. Because guess what? I'm the bloke who makes a podcast telling you not to do exactly that. Yeah, let that sink in. I had to. This is Podmastery Podcasting Insights, the show for people who've had a proper go at this podcasting thing, probably got episodes out, you know your way around the gear, but you can feel that there's a gear that you haven't quite found yet. I'm Neil Velio, 30 years in radio and audio behind me, and still, apparently, entirely capable of feeling like a rank amateur on a day ending in Y. This episode isn't really about missing a deadline. Everyone misses deadlines. It's about the thing that you do next in your own head that turns a missed Monday into something a lot more, something deeper. Let me give you the truth about this first, and this is quite vulnerable. I publish on a Monday. That is my slot. I don't know why. I think it was really down to looking at the calendar and going, do you know what? Monday is probably the most realistic day that I can get my ass into gear and get content published out there. For this episode, this one, right now, this is publishing on a Wednesday because Monday got swallowed whole by the work that I do for the people who actually pay me. And that's it. That's the entire scandal. There's no drama. There's no crisis. Nobody died. It just happened. Now, if you'd asked me on the record, on this very microphone I'm speaking into now, whether publishing 2 days late matters, I'd have told you the truth. It absolutely doesn't, not even slightly. The day you publish makes not the slightest bit of difference to a single download you receive. I'd stake this entire show on it. Your feed doesn't know what day it is. Your listener isn't sat at home with a calendar that's got your face on it, going, "Look at that, he's late." I know all that. I've said all that. I could even probably dig out some clips of me saying all that. And yet I still felt like a failure. And that's the first feeling. Honestly, that first feeling is allowed. It's just data. You make a thing, you had a rhythm of making that thing, and you broke that rhythm. And you felt a flicker of disappointment. Fine, that's human. Let that pass through you. But then there's the second feeling that they don't tell you about. And the second feeling is the one that does the most damage to your mindset. The second feeling goes something like this. You feel like a failure. You. Well, you make the show about this. You've literally recorded the episode telling people the day that you release doesn't matter. And here you are, sat in exactly the misery you try to get everyone else to avoid. What kind of fraud does that make you? That's the second feeling. Feeling like a failure for feeling like a failure. And here's the uncomfortable bit, the bit I'm not going to rush past, just to make either of us feel better about all this. Because it's a good learning moment. Knowing the right answer to this does not protect you from feeling the wrong thing. Being the person who gives the advice doesn't inoculate you against needing it. If anything, it's slightly worse because now you've got a second charge stacked on top of it all. It's not just, I missed it, but it's now, I missed it, and I should probably know better. Expertise doesn't switch that feeling off, it just loads it. It makes the bang louder. I am not immune to this. I want to be really clear about that, because it would be very easy for me to stand here and pretend I've got it all sorted and you're the one who needs fixing. I haven't, I don't, and this week I was the case study. And you know this feeling. Even if you've never missed a podcast episode in your life, you know it. It's the exact logic of, well, I've eaten one biscuit, so that diet's ruined now. I may as well finish the whole packet. The failure isn't the biscuit. The failure is the story. That one biscuit means you've now blown the whole thing, so why bother trying again? We do it with diets, with gym memberships, with alcohol consumption, with the untouched novel that sits atop our bedside table, and we do it with podcast production. So why does it happen? Why does a 2-day slip on a metric that measures precisely nothing feel like a moral failing? Now, I've been turning this over and over the last 48 hours, and I don't think it's just about the deadline. Here's what I think it actually is. When I worked in radio and I missed a shift, it was obvious. I mean, someone had to cover. Dead air is quite a problem in radio, certainly live broadcast radio. But here's the important bit. It wasn't me. It was a slot. It was airtime, a job. The show existed whether my name was on it or not. If I was off, the show carried on without me. And nobody at home was staring at the schedule, thinking less of Neil specifically. They were just like, oh, okay, well, that's different. Someone new doing that slot now. This podcasting thing, this is different. This show has my name on it. It is me. My brand, my face, my whole identity bolted into an RSS feed. And when the thing is you, a missed episode stops feeling like I missed a deadline, and it starts feeling like I am failing at being me. And that's kind of the trap that nobody really gets to warn you about when they tell you to go and build your personal brand. You make the thing personal deliberately. I mean, that's the entire strategy. And then every little wobble in the thing feels personal. The stakes get intimate in a way they were never actually designed to be, and a missed slot becomes a referendum on your character. All because of a Monday that objectively means absolutely nothing. And this is the actual reason that podcasters disappear. It's not the missed week, I promise you. It's not the missed week. It's the story you tell yourself about what that missed week means. In the dark of your own mind. You miss one, you feel like a fraud. The fraud feeling makes sitting down to record feel faintly sickening. So you put it off. And putting it off means you miss another. Which, well, would you look at that? Kind of proves the fraud story right. And round it goes. Until one day, you're just not really a podcaster anymore suddenly. Nobody's decided it, it just became, it compounded. The missed episode is a pothole. And that second feeling, a failure, at the fraud, is the thing that drives you off the road entirely. So what actually broke the loop for me this week? Because I'm telling you, something did. Well, here it is. I didn't bury it. I could have. Easiest thing in the world. Shove this episode out on a Wednesday instead and say nothing. And act like it always releases on Wednesdays. What are you talking about? I've never released on a Monday. Smooth it over. That's what most of us do. We hide the miss and hope nobody noticed. Instead, I did the opposite. I decided to make the miss the episode, to say it out loud to you. And I want you to notice what happened the moment I decided that, because it's the whole point of this. The shame disappeared instantly, almost embarrassingly fast. Because shame can't survive being said out loud. It's a thing that only grows in the darkness of our mind, in that private little courtroom in our head, where we're somehow both the prosecutor and the bloke in the dock. And the second you drag that into the limelight and you just name it, you go, yeah, I missed it. And then I felt like a fraud for feeling bad about it. How stupid is that? Well, now the shame's got nowhere left to live. Which kind of brings me to something I want to share with you. But before that, a short break where I'd love to play you a podcast trailer from one of our Podmastery community members. We'll be opening the doors to the public soon. If you'd like to join the founding members, go to podmastery.co/waitlist.
Welcome to Websites Made Simple, the place where website designers finally stop winging it and start running a business that actually works. If you're a web designer who's constantly busy but still wondering why your business feels harder than it should, you're not alone. So many talented designers feel lost in the admin, the client boundaries, the pricing wobble, the "is this layout even good?" spiral. And then they blame themselves for not having it all figured out. Well, that ends here with us. I'm Holly Christie. I'm an experienced website designer, mentor, and founder of 2 successful website businesses. And around here, we talk honestly about what's really holding your design business back and how to fix it in a way that's doable, sustainable, and actually you. Every episode gives you something practical you can use straight away, whether that's tightening your process, leveling up your design skills, handling tricky clients, or finally feeling confident about the business side of things. If you love designing websites, but you're ready for the business to feel lighter, smoother, and way more successful, you're in the right place. This is Websites Made Simple. Let's make your business feel as good as your designs.
Podcasting Insight.
So here's the thing I want to share with you. It's not a list. It's literally one thing. The next time you break one of your own rules, maybe you miss a slot of a release of an episode, or you skip a week because you just don't feel able to do it. If you fall short of some standard that you set for yourself privately, told no one about, name that miss to your audience, to your co-host, to your followers, or just to an empty room, out loud, on the record. Yeah, I missed it. I feel a bit crap about it, but that's just a feeling. That's it. Because you can't stop the first feeling. The disappointment is coming, and that's data. But the second one, the shame around it, the what does this say about me? What does this say about my reputation? That needs secrecy to survive. And the fastest way to kill that is to deny it its secrecy. Say it out loud, watch it die. So that's what I did this week. I became the episode. It turns out that the failure was better content than whatever I'd had planned for Monday anyway. If you've got a podcasting thing that you're beating yourself up about that genuinely is holding you back, those are the kind of conversations I like to have. Head to podmastery.co and get your podcasting challenge solved. It's me on the other end. It's not a sales funnel. Everything gets actioned there and then. Click Need Help in the top menu, book your 60-minute call, and we'll get you back on track. I hope you found this useful. I'm Neil Velio, the Podmaster. Good luck with your continuing journey towards Podmastery.